posture. That's what I'm going for. Proper podcast posture.
Proper podcast posture.
I have
Proper
a pillow
podcast posture and
supporting.
procedures.
Do I need a what?
You need a rock.
I need a rock. I want the swirl. Yes,
that's
thank you.
genius. Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to put that right
Whoa.
there.
Isn't it weird?
Are you ready? Strapping
Such
in.
a big deal.
It's an experience. I'm talking directly into your ear.
I can't even handle this.
Oh
You
my
didn't
gosh.
warn me about this. You didn't.
Well,
You didn't.
we're easing in.
What do you call it? Like tease me with this
Oh.
auditory sensory
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
So one thing is to
like that.
scooch in your chair a little bit and get a little bit closer to the mic for a better sound quality. Just keep scooching it in.
This is about as scooched as.
As scooch as you want to go.
Raise?
Scooch it. That does raise.
Oh, wow. Is it kind of like
Yeah,
one of those things? Yeah.
We need our sound technician.
Yeah, we need a sound. Yeah, we need a guy. That's amazing. Yeah. Yep. Oh, now we're talking.
How you doing, Carlita?
This
over
feels
there?
better.
Talking.
Yeah.
Feel good?
You
Does that feel right?
we're adjusting.
Does that feel right?
Look at this Ohl Bon's like a head below us.
I'm just like way down here. I knew it was going to be like this.
On.
I am just a humble podcast servant. I am in service
Yeah.
to the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
That'll be part of it too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no doubt.
I'm just the tech person. Just the humble.
So this
Oh.
is just a
Just the humble
conversation
tech
between
person.
Carly and I.
I mean, sure.
Hi.
We should start with some eye gazing.
All right.
Yeah. Since it's just the two of us here.
Wait, I want to be here too.
Oh, sorry, Bon. I didn't even
Whoa,
see.
We need
Bon.
to do a triple eye gaze.
When did you get
okay?
here?
Triple eye gaze.
Okay. My left eye will be on your right eye. My right eye's on
Shit.
Carly's left eye.
We need like a mirror. If we had a mirror, we could
Yeah.
we could like mirror the eye gazing somehow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can still only
Genius.
look at one thing at once.
Even if that was. If
Okay,
the
we need to
mirror
go
effect-
into an out of body experience so we can have the 360
Okay.
vision, and then we can do the eye gazing correctly.
Okay.
So let's go into our out of body experience
Okay.
exercise.
How do you do that?
I don't know. We've got to read a book.
Near death experience.
You didn't learn that in your breathwork.
Oh, I was
training?
gonna say breathwork was gonna be my mode, but there's quicker ways.
What's the longest breathwork session you've done?
An
personally?
hour, probably.
An hour?
An hour of, like that'd be like 50 minutes of active breathing.
Wow.
Maybe maybe a little bit longer.
What were some of the effects that you experienced?
I think I talked about that one actually. That one was like very psychedelic.
Yeah.
Very psychedelic, and I was interacting with like these globs of energy that lived in my body.
That's right.
Yeah. That one was with Sandy.
Nice.
So
Love
they're
that,
they're
Sandy.
available on YouTube, and he does the breath hold stuff too, and that's the difference between the stuff he guides and mine is like we don't normally do breath holds, but it's fun to play around with it. So if you're at home trying different things out, do the breath holds. It's really cool.
Nice.
What'd you guys do this morning for your morning routine? Maybe it wasn't routine, but it was your morning.
I looked at my phone notifications too early and gave away my morning to other people.
Oh, get it back.
And I'm getting it back.
Get it back right now.
I'm getting it back, and I'm reclaiming my morning. And my morning is happening with the two of you, and I couldn't be happier. Two of my favorite people.
It's good to be
so
here.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my God,
it's
two of my favorite people.
Oh,
How did this happen?
two of my favorite people.
So I'm not sure where we're going to come in on this podcast. We've been recording for a little while now. We're going to come in at some point. We are sitting here on the Bon Bon Snook podcast with co-host Ohl.
Hi.
That's how co-host Ohl sounds. And for the first time ever on the podcast, Carly G.
Hi.
Also known as Carlita.
Sometimes known as Carlita.
So excited. We've been talking about having
Love
Carly on
this.
for a while.
Yeah, love having
For so long.
Carly's a
Years,
long-time
really.
listener.
Yes, long-time listener.
Big fan.
And
Big fan of you listening to us.
Big part of also a big part of Tortilla Thursday, a big part of my life.
Co-captain.
Co-captain. Tortilla co-captain, Carly.
I mean, that's the greatest honor of all, co-captain of Tortilla Thursday.
That's a big deal.
You were fast-tracked because you got it immediately.
Expedited.
I got it.
Expedite. You got it.
And you
on
got
a
to show
deep
up for
level.
it. I mean, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
real. It's, you show up early, you stay late, you clean up, you
The
make
co-hosting.
tortillas, you
Oh
got to
my
be
gosh.
pressing those tortillas, you
You
got to
do
be
tea.
flipping them, flapping them.
Flipping
cooking those
platinum.
things. Yeah.
You got to poke them when they get too cloudy. Do you deflate them? Is that
we
what-
don't deflate them.
You
We
don't
actually
deflate the clouds?
We encourage the
We
puffers.
encourage the puffers. Yeah, we have theories about the puffers. Yeah, continuing theories. They're evolving.
Why they be puffing?
Well, we're gonna do some experiments this week,
Okay. Nice.
but our best theory is the amount of love in the room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love in the
I
room.
mean, that's the most fun
Oh
theory.
my God.
There might be more scientific, boring theory.
Yeah. How this molecule interacts with that polytools.
Yeah, I don't really care. I want to say it's the love in the room.
gabagools.
And we have noticed when the vibe gets particularly high, there's
Yeah.
more puffers. So how do you
Yeah.
explain that?
Yeah,
I
this
don't
theory
know.
predated my co-captainship, and my co-captainship, like my brain
Yeah.
starts to go into like culinary science mode.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, but maybe it's like a croissant, and if you bake it this way, it puffs more, and maybe if you do. And Bon Bon's like, I don't know about this experiment. I think it's just the love in the room.
Yeah.
I'm like, but we must experiment. There needs to be a control group. Need to figure this out. But the
We
best
do.
thing would be to figure it out and then throw all the conclusions away and start over. Like I think
love
that's
that. I love that.
I think that's the best part
it's
of.
the beginner's mind.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Tortilla Thursday is all about. You figure it out every single week that we have
Forget
one,
it.
and then
You forget it.
throw it all away and
Yeah.
start again.
You forget tortillas so you can remember them again for the first time.
What a
That can
joy.
that can be a profound experience. I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the side
this is
effects
a
you
pretty-
witnessed?
This is a pretty amazing experience that I was able to witness. But I actually saw Captain Bon Bon forget
Yeah.
tortillas
Totally.
and remember them.
Mm.
I saw him remember tortillas. It is truly a profound and life-changing experience
Wow.
to remember tortillas. I was impacted, though I had not forgotten tortillas. Just witnessing somebody remember tortillas was absolutely life-changing.
Oh,
It was like a rebirth.
wow.
It was like a rebirth. Yeah.
Is it like a light bulb, like Eureka, like Einstein's discovery of gravity?
Yes, but it also felt like grounded.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden Vaughn was back on Earth, back in his fullest
Wow.
existence, back in
Wow.
the knowingness
Yeah.
of tortillas, which is unity, which is togetherness, which is just
Yeah.
everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. Yeah.
I think there's an aspect of embodiment there, like coming back into your body if you've
Yeah.
been like far out in the mind or something like that.
Spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spiraling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe feeling
tortillas are so
disconnected.
grounded. Oh my gosh. Tortillas. They're so grounding. They're made out
They're-
of grounded
they're
material.
grounding to make, and they're grounding to eat,
Yeah.
and they're grounding to share with people.
Yeah.
And the incredible cassava tortillas from Bon Bon Snook.
Oh my
I mean, that
gosh.
includes a root vegetable.
Yep.
I mean,
Come
you can't get more
on.
grounded.
It
than
doesn't.
that.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
Bonbonsduck.com, available at Sundance Natural Food and Eugene.
Ask for them by name.
Ask for them.
Read the fine
Just
print,
walk into
too.
Sundance and be like, I'm looking for Bonbons Nook.
Yeah.
I'll point you in the right direction. Down the chocolate aisle, pick up some
Yeah.
pure love chocolate on your way, and you'll find the big bag of Bonbons
You're taking
Nook cassava.
You're taking over
tortillas.
Sundance.
I mean, one product at a time.
Yep. One
We got
product.
two in there now.
Waffles next.
Next will be waffles.
Oh my gosh.
Waffles.
Don't get us started.
This morning I experienced the life-changing magic of waffles.
A reheat even.
You had a
Yeah,
reheat?
like, oh
Mm.
yeah. Did you
Wow.
know that the incredible waffles from Bon Bon's Nook, you can make them, freeze them, and they heat up perfectly. Perfectly.
Wow.
I had you asked me about my morning. I
Yeah.
went to the gym. I had a good workout. That's my standard perfect morning, is getting a really good workout in. But I felt really depleted afterwards and came here, and Bon Bon's like, oh, I've got just the thing for you.
Wow.
And there was a waffle available to me. And I feel like
He's a
Popeye. I feel stronger. Like my muscles just pumped when I ate that waffle. Like, I mean, the workout was great, but the waffle really sealed the deal. That was like the ideal post-workout snack.
Any toppings or raw dog in it?
Butter.
Butter.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're not
Just
crazy. You're not
Butter.
just butter.
Just
Well, we
butter.
did have some
butter.
blueberries on the side because 'tis
Yeah.
the season.
Ooh. And they're still going.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow.
I had my blueberries on top of the waffle on
That
top
was
of the
really
butter.
good. What?
Yeah. I had my blueberries on top of the butter on top of the waffle.
I feel like I left my body for a
with-
second.
We just discovered
butter.
another way.
Yeah, that's another way. Just
is
really sink your teeth in deep to those blueberries.
This is another ASMR
Transcend.
moment on Bon Bon's
Mhm.
podcast. Blueberry eating blueberries.
So you've had a beautiful morning. And
Yeah. Then
that's,
arriving here
yeah.
with two of my favorite people.
Yeah. How have you gotten into this workout routine? It sounds like this is a daily thing you do.
I do have a commitment to move every day.
Yeah, what does that look like?
It can be anything. It is essential to me that I have the baseline for that commitment really accessible, really low, so to speak, low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So it's a half an hour of movement every single day. It doesn't matter what that movement is. It could be yoga. It could be taking like a walk with a friend.
Wow.
Or it could be upwards towards something really intense. I love like boot camp and high intensity interval training. Like I love strength training. It could be any of that. But the minimum is a half an hour a day. And that really keeps me mentally, physically, just feeling like myself, really.
Whoa.
And I started that commitment, just about, I think this is a year. I think I've been doing that for a year.
Wow. Nice.
And in the last year, like, sure, there's totally been a few days where I haven't moved.
Yeah.
Travel will really do that to you.
Yeah.
Menses will do that to you.
Yeah.
There's days.
Sure.
But in general, like, that is my commitment to myself. And I really feel a lot better when I do it. So, yeah, today was the good old YMCA here in Eugene.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Oh, I haven't been, but I probably will start going there.
I will too.
Pretty soon.
Let's start going.
Let's all go get 30 minutes of movement in. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I've witnessed how committed you are to your movement, Carly, and it's really inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that inspiration. 30 minutes, that's not that huge of time, 24 hours in a day, like, but the it's not that big, but it's like goes so far. You know what I mean?
It really does. I'm sure you feel this similarly about breathwork. Like, it doesn't take much. You could do probably 5 minutes a day of breathwork and feel your whole life change
But
over time.
I mean, it's so crazy because like if some people, myself included, has been like, oh, I don't have time for that today. But then I look back at my day and like there's probably been more than a few time slots in my day where I could have done 20 or 30 minutes of whatever this thing that I think that would be good for me. And in the morning time, that's the best time to do it.
For me,
I think
it really is.
I think everyone's different.
Yeah. I was doing the breath work pretty consistently, like every day for a little while, and really enjoyed it. I got to get back to it. It's so easy, especially with the Breathe with Sandy on YouTube. Breathe with Sandy. He
5
makes it
minutes.
easy. He starts it out being like, all right, everybody.
Which dopamine just immediately releases.
Yeah.
We're conditioned.
He reminds you to
It's
laugh.
elevating.
He gets you off to a good start for the day.
Yeah.
I think these sort of routines can be my journey with movement has been long and complex. Like, it has been, everything from like no movement. Like, I was an art kid growing up. Like, I was in the art room. I wasn't on the track. I wasn't in any sports. I hated gym class. Like, it was the worst thing. To like discovering yoga in college and like going into that for a while and then getting out of, like, there's like getting into really intense exercise. I've have a history of disordered eating and disordered exercise patterns, like that I got into, like, I don't know, maybe in late 20s or something, early 30s. And to heal that, I completely stopped it all. I went cold turkey, like really did a huge healing process around that. And where I'm at now, this 30 minutes is really, that's 38 years of riding that roller coaster of like, where does movement fit into my life and where is it actually healthy for me? And it's still an ongoing practice. Like, I have another, I feel like there's another round of healing for me that's been initiated by this commitment to have a right relationship with movement, a right relationship with exercise, and what really makes me feel healthy on the whole, not just like physically strong or physically mobile, which is very important to me, but where am I at peace? Because the overculture and the conditioning would have me spending hours at the gym and like getting the 6-pack or whatever, and what do they call that, like optimizing? I don't know, there's all these words that they use.
Totally.
And I cannot get sucked into that. Recently, like, my relationship with my body has been like, again, so up and down, and just like a path of healing that I think I'll be with my whole life. And recently the thing I've been telling myself is like, this is what my body looks like when I'm doing all the things I love. Whatever it is that day, whenever that like conditioned brain is like, you've gained weight or whatever, it's like, well, this is what my body looks like when I'm doing all the things I love. So if I'm doing the things I love, my body must be great. This is just what it looks like, you know?
Love that.
Wow. That was beautifully said. That was just like, I think that was something that a lot of people need to hear, myself included. And yeah, I was really feeling like you know, I heard something like culture wants us to spend so much time at the gym focusing on the way our body looks and the muscles that we can gain. There is like a certain threshold of that where it ends up not serving other parts of you, such as like your spirit, your mental health, your emotional health. And so what I love what you're saying about the 30 minutes, because that resonates with me, and my understanding of like the recipe for my holistic health is like, I just need like 20 to 30 minutes of movement a day. And that seems like that's like, and the movement doesn't necessarily matter. That was another thing that really hit with what you said. You're like flexible with whatever kind of movement it is, and that's where my curiosity is. It's like, how do you decide in the morning what you're gonna do, and what are some of the common movement practices that you do?
Man, I mean, as a baseline, I just try and balance like strength with flexibility, mobility, and and then there's different types of strength. There's lifting weight strength, or there's like Pilates strength, which is a whole different animal, you know. And then there's yoga strength. Like, I like it all. There's swimming strength, which is totally different from any other vertical movement we do. I'm such a movement nerd. I could really get into this, but I really just focus on tracking what my body wants in that moment. Like today, I wanted something harder. I wanted something strength based, because all weekend I was dancing, I was stretching. It was much more yin in a way. And I was ready. My muscles felt ready for something stronger.
Nice.
So I also, I mean, I just go by the why schedule, the why. Whatever they want to give me on a certain day, I've built my whole life around them.
Why ask? Why hasn't figured it out?
Yeah, I kind of feel into it. I just feel into it.
Wow.
And sometimes
That's amazing.
it is like, man, I'm feeling really tired today. That might be a day you need to do the strength training. That can wake you up. That can give you that get up and go to do more. That the timing, I think some people can really have that, really is their path to work out that much. That really brings them the most joy. They really want to be as strong as they possibly can. Like, look at people in Cirque du Soleil and people who are professionals at movement. Like, they need to work out that much and like keep their body, and that's their whole path. That isn't my whole path. So that's just being aware of that. But there's times, and there's a part of me that would love to just move for hours every day. I would love to be doing dance, and I would love to be doing yoga. Like, I did my hour workout today at the TRX class. It's amazing. And I would love to do another hour of yoga today. I would love to dance tonight. Like, I have a lot of physical capacity for movement. And if my life allowed for that, like time-wise, with these 24 hours we have in a day, supposedly, I would do more. It's so, it brings me so much joy. And so the half-hour threshold is like the realistic, like this is what baseline feels enough.
Yeah. And it works. I mean, you've been doing it a year now.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
I think about this a lot for myself and for other people. It's like, what is it? Like, what is the baseline that you can find for yourself that's going to work for you and it's going to feed all four: spiritual, mental, emotional, physical health? It's different for everybody, but I totally, I'm loving and resonating with the, like, it's like, make it bite-sized and digestible. 30 minutes is that. For me, it's lately been like 10 to 20 minutes. And I think my other question was like, first it's the same workout every day. It's the one I found through Mike Chang, which is like, so it's versatile. It's just like covers everything. And there is room to have different, movements in there. And that works for me, which is that because I don't have to think about it at some time. But what you're saying is you're feeling into it, and then the why is a great place that, takes the thinking out of it for you too. So that's
I love
one
the
thing
YouTube workouts. There's so many resources.
Yes.
And I have been working out in some capacity long enough that I have for long periods of time designed my own workouts, especially during COVID, like really kept that going for a long time.
That's cool.
But I love not having to think about it. Totally. Like I have the knowledge and I need to use that brain for other things sometimes. Like I don't need to design it every day.
Make our workouts like more autonomic. I think that's what I've been trying to do, and it seems nice. Just wake up and just like do the stuff. And then the rest of the day, I actually don't care what happens because I feel good. Like, wow, that all those cups feel full.
Baseline has been accomplished.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And then if I have an hour later, like that just shows up, like, I could do some yoga. Like that's just like icing on the cake. Yeah, exactly.
That's such a good reminder of the Michael Chang. Gotta get back on the Chang train.
The Chang train.
His stuff is good.
So
I only did it a couple times, but I'm like, I could see myself doing this every day. It's just I forget. Get distracted. I'm like, I gotta get into the day. There's so much work to do. But it's like, if I just took that little bit of time,
10 minutes,
I would make the rest of my day feel so much better. It'd be so much more effective.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, that movement can totally turn my day around, really. And the movement snacks you were just talking about, small amounts of movement. Like if you want to do a half an hour a day, break it up into 3 10-minute things. Like I'm not as aware of the movement snacks, but it is part of the conversation.
I love that.
That's out there right now among movement oriented people. Like you don't, like, ideally, like, it's good for your heart to do, and well, for the whole system to do continuous movement, but that doesn't have to be the only thing. Like if you have 10 minutes and you want to do 10 minutes of yoga now, do 10 minutes of a walk later, that's great, because
that's amazing.
We're just not moving as much as our bodies need, period. The more you incorporate movement in throughout your day, that's even better in certain ways than doing it all in one chunk. Like if you do an hour spin class in the morning and you're getting your heart rate up to like maxed out, you're really good at that, like your fitness on the bike is really fantastic, and you're sitting at a desk the rest of the day, that's actually kind of, I don't want to say worse, because I don't remember the exact science on this, but it's not ideal for your heart actually to go from that much intensity to that much chilling out the rest of the day. It's not ideal.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like your fitness is very limited. Like you're very good at spin class. That doesn't, and you may have the peak fitness at spin class.
Totally.
It doesn't mean you're fit. It doesn't mean that you're actually moving all of your parts in a way that the body needs or might want to be fully mobile and healthy.
So multifaceted.
That's what I love about moving at ecstatic dance is you're really like moving in these ways that it just gets your whole body fluid and stretched and like I'm like I never moved this way outside of dance, so I better keep dancing.
Totally. Dance. If there was one more like movement practice I was going to incorporate into my life, it would be some amount of dance every day.
Yeah.
I've really been thinking about it. It's one of those things I'll probably think about for a while and try and incorporate in little ways. But just a little bit of dance is so important to me. Like, yeah, it's, and sometimes my other movement, my strength training feels like it's just like, I'm doing this so I can be a better dancer. Better as in like more able to express myself, more physically capable of making the moves I want to make and twirling the way I want to twirl.
Which unlocks like deeper parts of yourself, I think. If you can be more flexible, you have more access to your body's wisdom, I think.
That makes sense.
Thought I've been having lately. That I'm thinking, I'm feeling so inspired by this conversation, because now I'm thinking about like, what would life be like if I just like 10 minutes throughout my day, like just turned on some ecstatic dance music and just started going for it. Say, I got 10 minutes, like what could I do right now? Let's just like do some like pleasurable dance movements. That could be really cool.
Absolutely.
One song.
I
think the low bar. Start with the low bar,
no.
you know?
You must have read Atomic Habits. Did you read that book?
No.
That's basically his whole thing in that book. That's, 1% improvement daily, which is super small in the grand scheme of things. And make them bite-sized, couple them with things that you like to do. So if you like, I want to read more books, and I love drinking coffee, so I'm going to pair my coffee drinking in the morning with a book. It's a classic example.
1%. I'll read one page of that book. And we'll have me as a guest next year when I finish the book.
I mean, it sounds like you got it. You got it figured out. It's a great book. I was happy when I read it, but I was like, I don't think I need to read that again. I think we got that. We got it figured out. Books. Are you guys reading any books lately?
Can't say I am.
No.
Not right now.
Okay.
Nope.
No?
Are you?
I'm getting a book club. I'm always traveling with 10 books in my car backpack.
He doesn't read them, but he does carry them.
Well, just by carrying them, you're absorbing the wisdom contained within each one.
Honestly, if that was a skill, if I could absorb books through osmosis, I would be sleeping with one under my pillow every night. Some people believe that.
I mean, there might be something to that.
I totally believe it. No, I totally believe it. These everything has energy, everything, and so like at the breathwork sessions up at the Yurt, I'm starting to bring books that really, books by my teachers and like the Tao Te Ching and just stuff like that I want to have that energy permeate the room. Those words are so powerful. Words in general are so powerful. But I think what book I'm reading right now that I'm really enjoying is called Emotional Literacy. Trying to learn how to speak better about emotions, and that's a cool thing to try to do, especially with this work that we're doing here. And through shadow work, it's really important to get to know, like, what are we feeling right now? What is all the context associated with these emotions? It's really exciting, and befriending those and becoming intimate with them. That's what the book's called, Emotional Intimacy. That's what it's called.
I might need to borrow that from you next.
It's a good book, man.
That sounds good.
It's a good book. That's my teacher's teacher who wrote that. So a lot of good stuff there.
If you could see my face, I'm like all lit up and excited because I love when people can speak like specifically about their emotions. Like, I'm feeling frustrated and sad and also at peace.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's the wild thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
embracing
it
the
could be-
simultaneity, speaking really specifically,
Yeah.
instead of like, how are you doing? Good.
Yeah. It's like
That tells me nothing.
you-
Good is
yeah.
also not an emotion.
Good is not an
How are
emotion.
you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah. You know about the
Simultaneity. I've never heard that word
Simultaneity.
used.
Oh, really?
I love that.
That's actually one of my favorite
I'm
words.
feeling
Sim-
simultaneous right now.
I think that has to do with the episode title for this podcast.
Simultaneity.
Mm.
Actually, yes.
That's our code word.
That's the
For
code word.
tortilla.
Okay, so it's not going to be the
Wow.
episode title. It has to be the code word. So mention simultaneity.
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 Mention, and we'll know that you listen to this podcast,
And
and,
then-
you will get a prize, which will
Yeah.
change with the direction of the wind.
I thought it was a double punch.
A double punch.
You
if
get an
come to
extra
the
punch
double
on
Tortilla
Tortilla Thursday.
Yeah.
But not everyone can come.
That's
to
true. You know,
a
yeah,
good
there's a
point.
prize. There'll be a prize.
There's a prize.
Yeah.
Bon Bon said it. It's
Emotional Intimacy, the book, coming your way.
true. Mm.
I will buy you your
I think.
copy. Your own
I think
copy.
there's going to be there's the Tortilla Thursday punch card, but not everyone can come to Tortilla Thursday. It's limited. You know, it's small.
That's
Not
true.
fair.
It's
So
small
there'll be
calendar.
another
Not
punch
fair.
card, which is the Bon Bon's Nook podcast punch
Oof,
card.
yeah.
And then when you say the word that you heard the podcast and you see one of us in person, we happen to have the hole punch with us. We will punch your card,
Mhm.
and 10 punches gets you a certificate of completion.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's very well designed and fancy and has a lot of fine print to read.
Oh my
I've heard
gosh.
about these certificates.
I mean, there's one that's waiting in the wings for the
Yeah.
first person to get 10 punches at Tortilla
Yeah.
Thursday, which
There
may
hasn't been
happen
one?
tomorrow.
Oh wow.
It may happen tomorrow.
Wow.
We're not sure.
I heard through the grapevine.
Oh my gosh.
That
That's
there's
gonna be
a-
a big
There's going to be
deal.
much pomp and circumstance when that certificate is presented. It will be framed and put on the wall.
It's gonna
People
be a
will be really
song.
impressed by it,
Yeah.
along with your other accolades.
You could add that to your resume.
So many accolades. I don't think I have
Put it
enough.
on your accolades wall with all of your certificates of completion, all the
Have you
things
been
you've done in
hiding your
life.
accolades away? Put them on your wall. Show
they in that
everybody how
weird
amazing you
drawer?
are. Show yourself how amazing
This
you
is
are.
my
every
accolades
day.
hallway.
I listen to a lot of Bon Bon's Nook podcasts, so I get an accolade.
I think everyone needs more accolades.
We just start making accolades. Let's just start making them left
as long
and
as
right.
it looks official.
I did the dishes.
As long as there's like it's
Once.
signed by someone.
It
Yeah.
needs to be highly official.
Yeah.
You could. You
There's
could
like
certify-
watermark in it, so it can't be
Mhm.
forged.
Mm. Yeah, I would love to just like. I'm thinking like getting certified and like doing the dishes at my house. Like someone trained me, like Silver. She trained me. She observed me. She made sure that I know how to do it, where the soap goes, how to put everything back, like how to clean afterwards, and then like she's like, all right, sweet, you did it, and then boom, certified.
Has
stamp
this,
of
has this
approval.
already happened? Have you already
No,
completed the
but
training?
I want. Well, no, I bet
She wants you to
would
complete the
probably
training?
want me to do it differently. She probably needs to check my work.
Yeah.
There might be some parts I'm missing, but
I think we need to all go around with stamps of approval that we can give out to people. Like
Oh,
everyone has
yeah.
their own stamp of approval and ink pad, and then you just stamp. You're like, I approve this. I approve what you're doing. Seal of
Yeah.
approval, stamp
Keep
of
doing
approval.
it.
Seal of
So,
approval.
yeah,
Yes.
it's
seal
very
of
affirming.
approval.
The return of a seal
The
of
return.
approval.
Mm.
This
Yeah, mine's never left, even though it's gone. It's still
It's
there.
Oh yeah,
in
I
the-
feel it.
It's
Yeah.
holographically
Yeah.
there.
I can feel
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
because the placement was really good.
Into the
Into
flower.
the flower we
Yeah.
go.
The flower of life.
Don't get me started on that. I almost wore Flower of Life earrings. Silver has a pair, and they're on the kitchen table, and yeah, almost picked them up. And
Do you two share
Wow.
jewelry?
yeah, for sure,
That's so sweet.
for
That
sure.
is amazing.
She doesn't wear mine as much because they're not totally her style, but hers are my style for sure. She's got a style. I love yours. It's a bird, right?
I'm all about the earrings.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, those are
big earring.
incredible.
Yeah, these were my mom's. I don't know how to describe her style right now, but she basically she's not in her like hippie era anymore. And so
Wow.
she's passed some of her jewelry onto me. So these
Man.
are quite old, and I have a couple pairs of hers that I have pictures of her in the 80s wearing the jewelry that I now wear.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some cool pieces from
Those
her.
are great.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Do you
like
think
them.
that's gonna happen to you guys, that you'll get out of this hippie phase? Like, this is a phase that we're in, just like wearing like tie dye and then like fun, funky clothes. And
I
jewelry,
don't
I don't know.
identify. I don't actually identify as like being a hippie or dressing that way.
Yeah.
I just wear what I like. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think we wear
Yes.
very comfy clothes.
Yeah.
We're comfortable people.
Style is, I don't know if it's the word, is it style? The way I express myself through clothing is important to me, and it does continue to evolve.
Mm.
And I would say the main driving factor behind that evolution is both like who I am and being willing to show up the way, I don't know, that I'm like, what is it that I'm like worthy of, or like I, you know, we were talking about natural fibers earlier. Like I've started purchasing higher quality clothing that will probably last me a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That's important to me. The look, like I'm more flowy. I'm less in that phase of like, I need to wear things that show off my body because I need to prove something, you know, like, no, like in the younger years, that was a thing. Like I look back and I'm like, wow, the skin tight jeans and like the boobalicious shirts or whatever. Like I had that college phase, and like the older I get, the more I'm like, this needs to be so cozy and gorgeous. Like it needs to be beautiful. It needs to feel good on my skin. I need to look like the, I don't know.
Like the goddess you are.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that word doesn't work for you.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Is there a more resonant word than goddess?
I don't know, man. I'm a human, man. I'm like firmly on this earth. I'm like, I'm a woman. I'm
nice.
Earth angel?
Whoa. Oh, guys.
I'm kidding.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'll think about this. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I love those.
What do you want to be labeled as?
Yeah,
That's
I'm like,
label.
Hippie.
Angel's even worse than God.
Is it too much pressure to be labeled an angel?
No, it just, I don't know, it feels so woo. I'm
You're not woo.
Woo woo.
I have a strong woo factor for sure. I don't know. I'm like an edge walker. I like work between the worlds. I'm like timeless. I'm simultaneous. That's not a word.
That's right.
No.
Simultaneous.
Yeah, there's just something. The modern sort of goddess thing that's happening all over the social media. I don't know. I'm just. It doesn't feel like me.
Everything.
I don't want to like project that image.
Sure, that's understandable.
You caught me on a topic I don't have like completed
Well, when you
process about.
Yeah.
You know, like that. It's just not comfortable.
Yeah.
The goddess piece, and it's not because I don't believe that I am a face of God. Like I absolutely do. Like 100%. And but I don't need to wear that as a label, like or to feel worthy and to feel. I'm not even saying that they do. I'm not even saying that the people who resonate with it do need that.
It's tricky.
Like, do your own thing. It just, I don't know. I don't need that.
Yeah.
When you say you're in between worlds or on the edge, what do you mean by that?
I somehow knew that this would come up in the podcast.
You knew
today.
that?
Well, it's
I
just
had
an
that as
interesting.
an intuition.
Well, you're a guest on our podcast, so we're looking at you. We're here to like ask you questions. I'm super excited to ask you questions, but if there's anything that you're like, you know,
that's cool.
It's
let
all,
us know.
It's all optional.
Yeah. But I'm like, this is juicy. I'm really excited about this.
I personally firmly believe that in the interdimensionality of life, and that there's many simultaneous timelines happening all at the same, like all at once. Like time doesn't really exist. And there's just so much possibility happening at any given time. Like, man, how do I describe this? I like to allow my own intuition and consciousness and way of orienting to really be loose. Because we think we know what's happening, but we can't even see everything that's happening. These eyes can't even perceive all the colors that exist. Like we can't even hear all the sounds that are happening at any given time. There's so much that's out there. And when I drop into an intuitive space with clients and whatnot, like, I'm receiving information from all sorts of different sources. Like, there's might be alternate timelines that rub up against this timeline. Like, we might completely be able to switch a timeline, like, which I feel happened recently. Just this orientation towards really being open to who we are as consciousness, and all the ways that consciousness shows up within us and without us. There's just so much possibility, man. I don't know that I'm describing this that well.
It's a difficult thing to describe.
Yeah, it is.
I think you're doing great.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's working. Really loved what you said about the way that, like, timelines. I don't know if I get this right, but the way they blend. I don't know if that was what you had said there, blend or dissolve.
Rub up against each other.
Yeah, they rub up against each other. That was really cool.
Different
and
potentials.
I felt that a lot. Yeah. I mean, the way I think about that is like doing this intuitive guidance work you do, and the work that I've been doing is a lot of what I help guide people through is like, we're dealing with either past or future stuff. And so the way that, like, those things don't actually, like, exist on this plane at this moment, somehow it does, and it makes it just like comes up and just like changes our present moment, you know, when we work with it in specific ways. And then there's like ancestors that get involved in it too that I've seen. There's like just this whole lineage of energies and, you know, genealogy stuff. What do they call epigenetics? Like that, all that stuff comes into play too. And it gets pretty bizarre. It can get super shamanic, I guess is what what I'm saying. And that's where it's like, what we're dealing with, like multiple dimensions here. All the time, you know, all the time. And the way that the you know, the universe speaks to me, it's like, it feels like that's one way where it's like I'm sort of like really notice that I'm more than human. I'm more than this body. And so what I'm hearing is you're really doing a great job describing of how, like, there's so much more going on than just this body, and also this body's really important to honor and to be fully in, and to tend to it, and to just like stay grounded amidst everything else that's going on. It's like just as important as like going out there and traveling dimensions, you know. There's something really just like earth based about it, and there's also the just like space based. I don't know if that actually had any substance to it.
I think you do know.
Yeah,
I think that was a great representation.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're here. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This life that we're in. This wakefulness that we currently have as a conscious being. Like, this is it. And
that's what I was thinking.
And there's more.
And
much more.
Yeah, there's so much more. But you don't have to leave this behind to experience all the more. Like, this body, this existence these days, like, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your life? Like, this is it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a chance with these memories, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe,
because I have had some past life memories come up in certain meditations. Yeah. And dance too. I've had a Parangi show. Oh my gosh, I had some crazy flashes. So that's kind of like, you know, I could totally brush it off as like, that's just a weird thing my mind just did, and like, yeah, could be a past life I've lived. It feels that vivid, it feels that visceral, and it could not be, and then I ask myself, well, what's the practicality of believing if it's a real past life I've experienced or not? So I ask people who work in that realm, I ask them that a lot, like, what's the purpose of having this information, having these downloads of past lives? I haven't really gotten a solid answer for like one that works for me, but I do get it. And I'm happy there are people that are doing that type of work. Yeah.
Thinking about you dancing at the Prangi show and having this quote unquote memory come to you, like, it makes me wonder, like, I just have curiosity, like, could that have been not, we're talking about past life, quote unquote, but it could have been an alternate timeline rubbing up really close.
Yeah.
And you could look for the meaning, and there could be meaning. We are the meaning makers in this life, us, ourselves. Nobody else can make that for us. Or it could be as beautiful and fleeting, as fascinating as a flower. It's just like, oh wow, like I got this really cool idea, this alternative reality idea of myself that just happened on the dance floor. Like, that was so neat.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, totally.
You can make meaning of it, and it can be just as like, wow, that was cool. Like, this life is so cool.
Exactly.
Like,
so true.
do what you want with it,
Yeah.
So crazy. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. Sean, have you ever had any timelines rub up against you?
I don't know if I've perceived the timeline rubbing effect before. I'd have to really think about that, and that's something that I'll be considering in the future, as like just thinking about that concept and that that potential and noticing. I think the trippiest thing that ever happened to me was a spontaneous out-of-body experience when I was younger. That was really what got me interested in spiritual quote things, researching and reading books and things. Wow. And that was completely spontaneous, and it was a time when I was really depressed, so it helped bring me out of that depression by recognizing there was more, and like being really profoundly moved by that experience. But as far as timelines and things like that, it's such an interesting concept that you can quote jump timelines, and it really speaks to the free will aspect, even though it's kind of a paradox, probably the free will versus the destined. I think the timeline thing within there is part of what is tied to the free will part of it, but then the timelines are like different potentials that are like somehow connected to destiny. I don't know. It's interesting. The whole thing is really hard to wrap your mind around.
You're
how
getting
it
there.
actually works.
You're getting with the everything everywhere all at once.
I still haven't watched that.
Oh, we're gonna.
You still haven't seen that?
I know.
I'm about to barf
it's
on
this
mic right now. You haven't seen that?
Please don't.
I won't. But
it's foam.
I feel
that one's the clean.
sickened.
That's the cleanest
This
one.
is the clean. Or the yellow one.
The blue
you can
one's
tell.
beat up. Yeah. What was that one?
Dude, you gotta see this on.
I
Get the
know.
projector set up tonight. And you guys gotta watch it. I mean, like, whether it's believable or not, it's still fun to watch.
Okay, we're gonna watch
it.
When I saw that movie, I felt like seen.
Yeah.
I was like, yes,
exactly.
This is exactly it. Like, I felt so empowered.
Wow.
So empowered. Like, this is what we're working with. Like,
that's right.
I wish it was just
it.
like in the movie. That would be incredible. Like, being able to like switch into those different
reality jump or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But it's absolutely like when I start, but like before a client arrives at my house, and I usually like take some time and sit and like call in my guides and their guides and have a moment of prayer and stillness. And one of the things that I've incorporated is like, please connect me to my wisdom throughout space and time. Like, that's acknowledging like there are infinite, my this consciousness is connected to infinite other beings who have their own wisdom and have existed in their own lives and are carrying so much, and like connect me to that wisdom throughout space and time.
Wow. I want to incorporate
That's as close as I can get to everything everywhere else.
I want to incorporate
which is one
that.
of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you gotta watch that, dude. That's a head scratcher for sure.
We gotta have movie night, set up the projector, and another one we want to watch is called Wild Magic, and that one just came out recently. It's a documentary. This couple, Sean and Cass, we listened to their podcast, and they've been going around the country, led by this process of making this documentary called Wild Magic, and interviewing like just really fascinating people that are really tapped into different types of wild magic, like how that expresses and how that leads to synchronicities and joy, and uncovering all kinds of different aspects of people around the country, little pockets.
Wow.
And we're really looking forward to watching that one. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
My perception in knowing Bon Bon so far is like, you are already so connected to creative input from all that is, from the universe, so to speak. Like, the amount of ideas that you have, the amount of inspirations, like the things that you think of, the things that you say, you feel very attuned to different like incoming selves, past selves. Like, you're very informed. Like, you just receive ideas and information with so much ease. Your mind is already so open to that. Like, you're working with it, whether you're conscious of it or not. It feels like you're one of the most creative people I've ever met.
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. And so inspired and so full of joy, which is just, to me, that feels like consciousness itself. Is like inspiration. Like, let's do it this way. Like, there's no rules. You know, like, consciousness doesn't have rules. Like, it's just like, no, we're gonna try this now. Like, this seems fun. You know, like that's Bon Bon.
Yes.
That's accurate as to how I live.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that reflection. I never thought about that or realized that on that level.
She's so right. Yeah, everything you make, you just ooze out that creativity. You tap into something cosmic when you like are writing out some silly little like fine print. The fine
It's all in the fine print, really. I don't know why it comes through there.
Even when you're sending out the like Tortilla Thursday announcements, I'm just like, what? Who is this guy? Who is this person? Like, just really just it's like you just totally let go, like Carly said, of all the rules, and it just like pours out of you. And you just I don't even know if you recognize you're doing it.
I'm used to it, so I don't really recognize. But I can recognize if I'm not doing it, and then I'm like, I guess it's not happening right now, and I'll step away and come back later.
So
like,
deep.
I'm aware of whether something is coming through or it's not, because I can tell when it feels contrived, and that's when I don't put it out.
Wow.
It's like, if I'm feeling contrived about it, I'm like, I'm stepping away. But if it's in the flow, then I let it go, and I let it make its way out to other people to be observed.
Can you tell if other people contrive?
I can sense contrived things pretty quickly.
Wow.
And I can sense ego coming in too much pretty fast with like music. I can sense it in someone's voice when they're singing. And so like there's a lot of times when like the instrumental music will be really great, and then they start singing, I'm like, I wish they didn't start singing, because it doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't feel authentic. I'm like sniffing out whether it's authentic or not. And if there's like the trying too hard is in there, I recognize it immediately, and I'm like allergic to it, and I really don't like it. And it's hard because I realize that people want to express through singing. It's like a expression that they want to put out their voice, and they want to sing, and like so I want to recognize and honor that. But when it's done in a way where they're trying too hard And I don't know if that's me labeling them as that or if that's really what's happening, but that's my perception is that, oh, I can tell that they're not really being 100% authentic here. And it comes through.
That's a really important thing to have around, like as a friend, as a dear friend, brother. Like if you, ever see that in me, please let me know. Because sometimes I'm sure that can happen. And then so there's this life, and then I'm also seeing like, you know, how evolutionarily that could be a really awesome thing to evolve, to have like have it. That's a skill, I think, that is just really cool, and but also seems really like I don't know, helpful for you in terms of like energy exchange or setting boundaries. You know, just good information to have that. And so if you're connected to that saves you energy and time, probably.
That's a nice way to put it. That's a nice reflection. Thank you. Yeah,
it's really cool.
I can add on to that, which I wonder, my curiosity is like if that sort of I love that, allergic to like inauthenticity or things being contrived, that could keep you really grounded out of your ego, really connected to that creativity, really in that authenticity at all times, because you'd probably feel it in yourself too. Like if you're able to like project that, like have projections about like, and I say projections like with love, like we project all the time.
Oh my god,
that's like when we're like, oh, they're being inauthentic.
Constant.
Like it's a projection, right?
Totally.
Right.
Projections can be true. Like, projections can be 100% correct.
Totally.
It's just a natural psychological thing. But like that awareness can keep you where you need to be as a creative being, which is, I mean, what Bon Bon is all about. That's the past, present, and future of Bon Bon.
That is my path, is creativity.
Yeah.
It always has been.
Yeah.
Since I was little. And it might sound egotistical of me to say it, but I can actually catch it when I'm being inauthentic or when I'm being contrived in my own creativity, and I can catch it quickly. Yeah. Probably 98% of the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the 2% that I don't catch it, I need one of you to tell me.
Yeah.
I resonate with what you said about like, if it's not flowing, if that's a good sign that I'm trying to do something. Like I'm trying to make it a certain way. I'm trying to do a thing the right way.
Yeah.
I got to step back. You know, I have to wait for that flow. I have to wait for it to feel like inspired, juicy, like it's coming from more than just my brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, well said.
That's super cool. Yeah, I love all that, and really getting like, I feel like I'm getting examples in my head of when I've done that, when I've tried too hard. And I love what Carly just said about stepping back, and another way for me that I've said is just slow down. Slow down. Because I do believe too that sometimes, you know, as silly as it sounds, you fake it to make it, which that's not exactly what I'm saying here, but I'm saying like sometimes I feel like not going to dance, for example. And I go and I'm like, oh, like this is kind of hard. I'm feeling clunky. And then there can be just a shift that happens right under my nose, you know. It's just like, oh, all of a sudden, like something happened. Maybe someone that I admire, like, looked at me a certain way, or we had a certain, like, smile at each other, or maybe Silver shows up, and I'm just like, oh, yeah. And then next thing I know, I'm totally in flow. So
nice.
Totally.
Yeah, but it's also been like, too, it's like, yeah, this isn't working. Like, let me go sit down for a little bit and, like, regroup and get recentered. I love that. I love that in the Qigong that we practiced at Medicina, where he was like, slow, like just go as slow as you possibly can. I was like, wow, yeah, that's totally, that's a good way to, that's a good practice. That's really what it is. It's just a practice.
Some of my favorite moments at ecstatic dance are stepping away off the dance floor, sitting on one of the benches and closing my eyes and just being in the energy of everyone dancing, but being completely still and meditating and starting to kind of journey and go through my life and go through and receive insight, receive just different messages. And it's that in that stillness contrasted with all the energy of people swirling and dancing out in front is really powerful for me.
I'm gonna try that.
I recommend it.
Sounds great.
So many ways to enjoy dance and enjoy these spaces we go into. Yeah, I used to think that was
And
some hard
this
work over here.
starts our Mercury retrograde portion of the podcast with sounds you don't want to hear in the background. Power Tools.
We live out.
Brought to you
We're out here on a
by
blueberry farm.
Blueberries.
Yeah, Power Tools. We're brought to you by these grapes. Are looking nice. They look like they're almost ready.
These grapes are looking nice. They're starting to ripen. They're getting purple.
Yeah.
There's ones over there that look like they're ready to pick. Gonna be ready for Tortilla Thursday.
I've been really fixated on the warty leaves, like the leaves that look like they have warts on
I don't
them.
know what's going on with that, but it seems that these grape plants have found a taproot because I haven't watered them, and they're doing fine. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Consciousness wanted to see what grape leaves would look like with warts.
Yeah.
It was like, that would be exciting.
That would be different. That'd be strange. It's pretty strange.
They're bumpy.
They're
leaves.
bumpy, scratchy.
The grapes look fine themselves.
The grapes look so good. That's so exciting. You know what?
Yes, Carly.
That faking it till you make it.
Yeah.
When you were speaking about the ego and the contrived, I was like, yeah, and there's got to be room though for faking it till you make it.
It's
'cause
true.
That is real. That is real.
I've done my share of
I
that.
think it's
Oh
real
my
too.
gosh.
Honestly, I don't like the saying as
So-
much, like, because faking it is, in a way, like, I'm not faking it. Like, I really want to be here and I really want to get into that pocket of magic, you know, like, and I do believe you got to show up for the magic to happen, even if you aren't like totally aligned with it at that moment. It's like I'm not being inauthentic by showing up and trying, but it's maybe not totally in the flow yet, but I'm working there.
So we need to
working
fake
on
it. We need to fake it till you make it. Alternative saying.
Yeah.
Bake it till you eat it.
Bake it till you eat it.
I'm still baking it. It's still in the oven. I'm still working on it. Okay, now it's ready to
till
eat.
you jump in the pile.
Go slow until you flow.
Go slow until you flow. Go still until it flows.
I don't know. See, the faking it till you make it, like, I have a lived experience of that 100% working.
Yeah,
it was back
me
in
too.
college. Like, I was just a wee sprite, and I had a terrible breakup. Like, he cheated on me. It was the worst heartbreak. I've been with him for like 2 years or something. I know. Yeah. Oh God. And
Despicable.
I was really trying to recover from that. Like, it was my first big heartbreak too. Like, it was just, the first one is the worst, I think. I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah.
just like you don't even know how to handle yourself. And I read in a book about breakups or something, like, you got to get your confidence back. And how do you get confidence? Like, you have to, like, one way in is faking it until you make it, basically.
Yeah.
And so I tried it. I followed it. I'm like, I'm going to pretend to be confident. I feel like shit right now.
Yeah. I know.
The E label is now
every
applied.
time.
We're stamping
And
it
then
with
it
the
says
E.
that, and I'm like,
Almost every single one of these has an E. Okay.
That wasn't a feeling either. I feel really, really sad right now.
Right.
And I just pretended. I thought about what confident people look like. You get your posture going. You you change your posture. You walk through the world with ease. You just pretend. You just, it's like you're I was an actress pretending to be confident. And I received feedback from the world by pretending to be confident. People believed me, just that, you just like, this is the person I'm presenting and this is the person they're receiving, and people responded to me in a different way. Yeah. And that response let me know that, like, oh, I am, it somehow does this magic where it's like, I'm actually worthy of this response. Like, they're not responding to something fake. I'm just being Carly, but pretending to be confident. And somehow that made this loop of where now I can actually be confident in Carly, like in me. And I truly, whenever I like, sometimes I've heard that reflection a few times, like, you seem really confident. It's like, I am. Like, they're not in every single way, but like, I am. And it all started because I faked it. I always think back to that decision in college. Like, I'm going to try this faking it exercise.
Wow.
And it worked.
Exercise. And
even today I think about it when I feel bad, or I'm like, I'm going to go up and talk in front of a group of people, or even in a, like, if I'm feeling wonky before a group or a session or something, it's like, just put on that hat of like, I'm good. And you probably will be. You know, it's just, there's something there that really can connect you to, it's like method acting. You become that thing. There's some sort of loop there.
Interesting.
So I imagine that can be totally transferable to other things. Like, for me, I have that lived experience with confidence. But I'm sure there's many other things that you could fake it, you know, pretend that you're cool with it, pretend that you're like, this is a skill you have, and then
it's powerful.
You can do it.
Wow.
Carly, when you talk in front of people, what allows you to do it so smoothly, beyond just that technique, like beyond the method acting part of it, if you're using that like in the moment, but like how do you approach a group of people with that confidence consistently? I'm curious. Is it just like a natural ability? You do. Yeah. I've observed. For someone that's like wanting to get into more of that, like being comfortable talking in front of groups, is there a tip?
Wow. I mean, there's tips. Like, I immediately think of like literally high school public speaking class. Mrs. Hendricks, shout out. Shout out to Mrs. Hendricks.
You did high school public speaking
I
class.
took one class, and the one thing I remember most from it is speak more slowly than you think. To you, it's going to sound like you're speaking impossibly slow, but to them, it's going to sound normal, because when you're public speaking, you tend to speed up.
Oh, I've noticed that with myself. I have talked way too fast. So that applies so much to me.
Slow down. There we are. We circle back to the slowing down.
Thank you, Taurus, reminding us.
And that slows you down and gives you a chance to breathe. And gosh, I think the slowing down also just, it allows me to be myself and not, it's not some script I'm talking about. It's like, has to feel authentic. Like, I'm really speaking to people. Like, I don't know, speak to people as though you're in a conversation, not like you're giving a speech or something.
How do you do the eye contact part? Like, do you set eye contact on individual people for very long, or do you just keep moving around?
I'm more of a mover.
Okay.
I keep moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
And you don't, if it distracts you to look in somebody's eyes, you can kind of look right at their forehead, and they, you know, like, that helps, like, because some people, I'll make eye contact with them and they, you know, are giving me a goofy look and I'll want to laugh, you know, so like, keep it loose, you know, but like, engage. I really like to engage with people.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, just talk to people as though you're in a conversation. You don't have to be fancy. You can totally flub your words and mess up, and you're like, oh, hold on, what I meant to say was this. Like, it's totally fine. Just be a human. You know, just be human.
Yeah, that guy who did the contact, it wasn't traditional CI.
Contact beyond contact.
Contact beyond contact with
Elohim Earth Prayer.
Yeah, that guy was an amazing speaker, and I really wanted to talk to him more because I admired the way he did it, where it also felt very human. Like, I remember one point he was like, I just said a bunch of stuff and I don't know what point I'm trying to make right now, but you know, he just felt so like at ease and just like profundity was there, and humor was there, and his voice had just a really nice resonance. And I was like, I want to know more about that guy. Like, what kind of work has he done? Because it did feel like he was just kind of just like talking to us, just like we're just like kind of hanging out, but you're the guy that's like, you're leading this thing. So like,
and he
was cool.
He took a deep breath. Do you remember that? He stopped speaking. He's like, oh hold on, let me gather myself.
Yeah. Wow.
He just took a deep breath.
Wow.
He's like, okay, I think what I want to talk about next is this.
Wow, he did.
You can do that.
That's amazing.
You can do that in any conversation, but like, you don't, like I said, you don't have to be perfect up there or something. You're not giving a speech. You're just talking to people.
Yeah.
Like, we're all human.
It's connecting with a deeper authenticity and helping others feel more at ease. The fact that you're not perfect
Totally
in that situation of being like in control of the workshop or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. It really helps people connect deeper.
I had that. I feel like I'm brought right to community healing night the other night when it was my turn to talk and to say like who I am and what I do.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to ask you about how that was. Yeah.
Is this you taking that chance?
Let's do it. I want to hear all about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is risky, but we want to know.
This is
taking a chance.
I was super nervous about speaking because, backstory, a little backstory here, just like going to community healing night and seeing these amazing humans, like participants are amazing, and then these people facilitating and offering their gifts and things they know, their healing modalities. I'm in complete awe. I'm just like, wow, like just like star eyes looking at them, just like, oh wow, they're amazing. Like, that'd be so cool if I could do that one day. Like, no way I could ever do that. And so it was a real like super surreal moment where it's like I'm now the one that's leading this and offering something. Imposter syndrome, of course. It's like, what is going on, freaking out kind of thing. So it was my turn after, like, some of the regular facilitators, practitioners were there, and they said what they do, and then it's like, all right, I'm Ohl, and I don't know what to say. Like, I didn't say that. I just feel like I really kind of like floundered my way through just saying a breathwork facilitator, men's work, all this stuff, and it didn't feel like well-rounded, I guess. I look back on that moment and just being like, I could have slowed way down. So I'm really getting some just beautiful insights right now into that. And maybe humor is one of my gifts. I could throw in some sort of something funny just to kind of break it up a little bit and feel more comfortable about what I'm talking about, because it doesn't need to be serious. Like, it felt like healing doesn't need to be serious. Yes, and that's a really nice thing to remember, and that's part of my gifts, part of my offering. But we made it through, and I said what I need to say. And then, I don't know, do you want me to go through how the evening went? I mean, I can sum it up. It went better than I could have ever imagined. Way better.
So glad to hear that.
That's amazing.
There was some huge breakthroughs, profound energy moving for everyone. And like everyone, it's the end. At the end, Katie Rose was like, we have time for like 1 or 2 shares. But something happened in the time-space continuum where everybody shared because their experience was so profound.
So
that
great.
They all felt compelled to share.
Wow.
And each share was just like, was big. They had big experiences, and it felt really good. It just felt like, felt really affirming, and got a lot of awesome positive reflections my way. People asking like, that was your first time doing group a group session, and yeah, that was. But apparently I was able to, when in my prayer I asked Ohl and Jacob being my birth name, just to step aside, so that I can be clear and just be in total service to everybody here, to everybody's spirit, for their highest healing potential. And I feel like that really happened, because I know it happens when I'm not thinking at all, and I'm just like responding, and I'm just like doing, like, I don't know, like I'm making these circular movements with my hands, because I really believe in my ability to help energy move. I've been told I have that, that ability. So like someone's having, maybe it looks like some sort of body experience during the breath work, like I'm going to come in and I'm going to just like help that energy move, as best I can. So there's that, and then there was the prompts that I was saying that apparently seemed to be super relevant to people's experience. And so the music that I chose, everything was just perfect. And then there was a sound bath by my dear friend Corey. Shout out to Corey. He's really special, and he did a sound bath by these bowls that he hiked high up in the Himalayas to this awesome, I guess, super powerful temple, or I don't even really know what the place is, but he had all the bowls blessed, and whatever that really means, I don't know, but it sounds amazing, and it made sense in the resonance of those bowls. So he really helped just like land that plane for everyone, because by the time all the music that I had queued up was done, people were still deep in an experience in their process, and I was like, oh, like I need to figure out how to land this plane, I guess. And this is like all behind the scene information here right now, but I was like kind of had a moment of like, what do I do? We need to land this plane. So it wasn't that deep. It wasn't like, oh, I need to do anything, or like people need to stop having their process. It was more like, all right, now it's the time for me to step in and start guiding people towards landing, finding a slower breath, breathing through your nose, and that helped. But then when the bowls started, I heard reflections of like that really like brought them back down into that deeply parasympathetic rest state. And some people, their souls traveled far. Some people just like basked in the powerful energy that is in their body, that is spirit. And yeah, I was just in awe. I was just like so in awe of all these warriors to come in, and some people didn't know what they were getting into, or a lot of people actually didn't know what they were getting into. It just showed me that like this. No, we got to beep. Sorry. That means we've been in an hour, I think. This just showed me like, oh, this is. I don't know all the breathwork methods, but this has to be one of the most powerful techniques out there. I don't know anything else that can have energy move through you in such a strong way. So I don't know. That's my experience. It went really well. I'll be back at that location maybe in the next couple months. And had some people who are really interested in doing more work, doing some more group work, maybe even some one-on-ones. So that's really cool. I got the website published that day.
I was going to ask you, how do people find out how to work with you?
Yeah, moonmountainhealing.com, and it's published. It's not perfect. I still have a lot more work to do.
Websites are a process.
It's going to be a lot more for sure. Yeah. But you can schedule appointments through there. you can contact me, and you can learn a little bit about the breathwork there. And I'm also going to be offering person-centered support and guidance, where it incorporates like all the stuff that I bring into men's work, like shadow work, parts work, nonviolent communication, and just deep presence. You know, I find it's not really what I know. It's about how deeply present and empathetic I can be with people. I'm not going to tell you anything about what I think you should do. I'm going to help you find your own answers. What you already know what to do, but there's a process to you getting to that point that I've witnessed so many times, and I'm just always in like it just seems way more impactful for people to come to that conclusion themselves. And it's like there's action on the other side of that, that they're actually willing to take, versus when someone gives you advice that's really good advice, but it's different. You know, it's a lot harder to enact that. So that's what's going on, man. Monday was incredible. There was a good turnout, exciting. 10 people. That was all I asked from the universe. I was like, I'd be happy if 5 people showed up, but if 10 people showed up, I'd be really happy. And there was only 4 or 5 at the beginning, and I think during the prayer and meditation, more people showed up, because I then opened my eyes. I'm like, whoa, this house got full. It was crazy. So it's incredible. It's a really, really powerful tool.
That's some really beautiful momentum with your offerings and what you're sharing. And so I'm really happy to hear that, and happy to hear about the website. People can find you now and work with you.
MoonMountainHealing.com.
Love that voice, Carly.
Yeah, that was really good. Wait, can we record that?
MoonMountainHealing.com.
We'll have commercials.
Yes.
Sponsored by Moon Mountain Healing.
It's a great name and a great domain. You did well with that.
I got lucky. I mean, it's all kind of just fallen into my lap. Like and I've been in communication with everyone that's needed to be communicated about that, and it is a really great name. I feel great about. I love the symbology of the moon and of mountain and of air, and there'll also in the logo be some sacred geometry, Shri Yantra, which is also a really powerful symbol. So we're incorporating it all: the shadow, the light, the air, the water, energy. It's gonna be, it's not gonna be, it already is super profound. It's my favorite thing to do. So if I can like make somewhat of a living doing it, then that's the dream. Like, and that just amplifies like the work, that amplifies the healing. Like the more the exchange of it all can be equalized, I think the more people I can reach and the higher I can step up into my my power, the deeper it can be for other people. I guess that's kind of my theory.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thanks for the space there.
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit, I haven't actually been to a community healing night yet, but I'm so amazed that this resource exists here in Eugene.
Yes.
Who heads that up? Who
Katie
created
Rose.
this? Of course.
Incredible.
It's been very consistent, running for how long? Like a couple years at least.
Yeah.
And it's really wonderful because you don't have to go, like you can go to it without needing to bring anything. You could be totally tired from the day. You're just there to receive. You're there to receive healing energy, healing music. They have different practitioners that will go around and offer little mini Reiki or healing or intuitive kinds of mini sessions with people. And then if they want to work more with them, they can, pay for a one-on-one session. So it's a way to kind of like meet different practitioners and see who you vibe with. And then there's a group offering of like music, or in this case, breathwork.
Yeah.
Is that pretty accurate as to how the format is?
Yeah, she's right now, the format is it's every 2 weeks, and she's doing like a healer comes through or someone comes through with an offering. You know, it's so wide. It's so wide, the different kinds of offerings. A lot of it is music. There's a lot of medicine music coming through, which is awesome. There's song circles. Done a hape ceremony there. And
Max Rebner and Ian Love did something after conscious growth convergence last year, which was great.
That was really, really powerful. I felt like going to church. Yeah, man. You're totally right, and you get to receive Reiki too from some really incredible practitioners that are just volunteering their time and they're honing their skills. It's really a great opportunity. I mean, Katie Rose, shout out to her, because she knew going in. Like, I think she created this container as a way for people who are just getting in to this kind of work, to have a place that they can like debut it, pretty much. Of course, there's people coming that have been doing healing modality work for a long time, but yeah, I was a newbie. I'm still a newbie, and she trusted me, and that felt like really important because of this container being so sacred. And I'm just happy to know that it went really well, considering Mercury in retrograde and whatever astrological
shenanigans
and terraform shenanigans. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on right now.
Shenanigans don't
really
stop.
Well. No.
I've never been more aware of Mercury retrograde. Mercury and Gatorade.
Yeah.
The shenanigans don't stop, but at least the tortillas are hot.
You've always said that.
I've always said that. I've always said that. You've always said that.
Well, I've always said that, and so thank you for always saying that I've always said that, because then that reminds me to keep saying it. Thank you. I'm reminded.
And let's just be clear, waffles will save the world.
Mm-hmm.
Waffles saved my world today.
Mm-hmm.
Testimonial right here.
Waffles saved Carly's world this morning. You heard it here first and last.
First and last. I mean, also, I don't know how much time we have left. Maybe not too much, but I do, I've always been really curious about the type of intuitive guidance you offer.
That was what I was going to ask next. I'm glad you asked it. If you're comfortable talking about what you do, Carly, it would be really interesting to hear more about your intuitive sessions.
Yeah.
Sure. I work one-on-one with people. And gosh, there's not really a limit to the topics that people bring. Yeah. Like I call it intuitive counseling. But that sort of tying back into like the timelessness, the interdimensionality, like the sheer amount of possibility that's happening. Like when people come to me and they start speaking about what's going on for them and where the tension is in their life, like if they're open to it, more information can come in, like through different channels and through. It's hard to describe. I mean, it's intuition. It's like it could show up for me as images or knowings or feelings, or like I'd be like, just information can come in from all these different directions, questions. So I just really work with people to explore what's in the field. And I also have, many years of trainings, many techniques, and I love parts work, and I love shadow work, and I love there's just so many ways. There's countless tools out there. There's countless tools. But just integrating all of those things throughout my life experience with the information coming in, like how can we listen better? Like how like what is this? Something's coming up in the field. How does that land for you? What does that bring up for you? What's happening in your body right now? And tying what's happening in the field to what's happening in someone's body.
Yes.
I help people get clear on greater clarity on what's happening and being in this moment with it. That's I think that's essential.
Yeah.
That's important to my work, because this isn't about becoming something different. I mean, it is. Healing is essentially making a change.
Mm-hmm.
Any healing is at its core making any kind of change. But being really present with what is here right in front of us, including all this stuff that's in the field, that is what's going to precipitate that. So being here in the now, like, and connected to the fact that like time doesn't really exist, like you can just receive so much.
Yeah.
What a gift to be able to
Gosh.
help facilitate that for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. It is my big work of this year. Like, how the hell do I describe what I do?
Yeah.
It's or what I offer. Like, it is.
Yeah.
Am I even doing anything? I'm just listening. I'm like, I really resonate with what you're saying. Oh, it's like it's so much of deep presence and listening, and what's coming up and how do you feel inspired to respond right now? Like, is that the inner parts work? Is that breathing? Is that some emotional release tools? Like, what's coming up? And another piece that I want to incorporate more of is mirroring of sacred stories. So those of us who are generally on a growth path or on a spiritual path, like, we have really profound experiences in our lives. Like, we go out on vision quests, or we do a really intense training, or we go to Oregon Country Fair, and like we're trying to process how this all fits into our lives, and like we tell people our stories, and people are of varying degrees of good listeners. They might ask questions, but like mirroring is a way of hearing that story and synthesizing it into a larger, like almost archetypal, legendary context, like and reflecting back somebody's story in a way that they can see it in a whole new way. Like,
wow.
One of the people that taught me about mirroring is that we all see our lives sort of through funhouse mirrors. They're all wiggly, and we look wider or taller or whatever, shorter than is accurate. And we as mirrors, we try and stretch the mirror a little straighter so that people can see themselves more clearly.
Amazing.
Love it.
So that's something
That's
I really
amazing.
want to incorporate more. I've assisted on the like vision fasts and offered mirrors to people, like to clients who know I do that work, but it's something I really want to do more of, because so many of us have really powerful sacred stories that deserve to be like really deeply listened to and synthesized, and it can help so much with integration and almost continuing the story. When you receive a really beautiful mirror, it makes the story even bigger for the person who told it. Like,
wow.
so that's something as well that I've been doing for quite a while, but I want to, like, that's like gonna be a service, like that's like that's a way that I'm of service, and it's something I really love, because it brings me, mirroring for people brings me into my most heart-centered place. Like offering these sessions, of course, but like really deeply listening and offering a mirror is like you are channeling like universal love in that moment. Like this is how like the angels are seeing you, this is how like it's hard to describe the power of a good mirrh, but they're good.
I can feel the power through the way you describe it.
I've experienced it. Like that's what I try to do. Actually, I feel like I've been practicing mirroring for years now, and didn't really know that was exactly what it was called, and so now I'm gonna kind of go look into that later and be like, okay, is there any mirroring trainings I can do just to kind of get some formality to it and like some deeper understanding? Because I've experienced that a lot in the men's group. That's what I want people to do when it's reflection time and someone's done some deep work, and now it's time like to open it to the group for people to reflect, which is what a mirror does, and reflect in a way where it's part of your story too. Like, how did this land for you? How did this make sense in your head? Like, how are you digesting it, and then giving it back to them? And I've seen it so many times about how like it just like that process expanding the person who's receiving that reflection, and light bulbs are going off like, whoa, like, oh wow, I didn't see it like that. Or maybe that really landed, and that I don't know, I see them expand and light bulbs go off, and I see connection. I see a really deep connection too that's being made, like heart to heart, soul to soul connection when that's happening in a good in the right way. And yeah, so that's just really amazing the way you explained all of that. It's so right. You have such a beautiful way of speaking about all these complex things, because mirroring is complex. You're channeling something really, like the way that an angel sees you. That was really cool to say that, to say it that way. But it goes back, I think, to that super deep presence and like active heart listening, that allows you to fully absorb all that, and then just like just like it spirals back out of your heart to the person who said all of it. That's I think I've found to be the most impactful for people, actually. Is that mirroring.
We think of legends, think of legends and think of the stories of old that people tell, legends, mythology. If we look at our current time, it's like, who are our heroes? Like, who we don't, like, it doesn't on the surface seem like there's active mythology going on. There's like major forces at work in the world right now, but like, what about our own lives? Like, how do we bring this into our own lives? Like, and that's making your own life legendary.
Yeah.
And all that is a decision. It's like, like the decisions I make in my own life, the choices I make, the way that I perceive my worthiness, my impact on the planet, like, make yourself the legend. Like, just own that. Like, be your own archetype, like be your own hero, so to speak. And mirroring can really, I'm not saying like it's gonna make somebody hero. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like it makes it all real. Like, this is your story, and it's valuable. It's really happening to you. Like, that thing that you went through, that incredible medicine journey you completed, that dark room retreat you went on, that vision quest that you completed, like, that was real.
That was a big deal. Yeah,
that was a big deal. It happened to you. You grew so much. Like, you fought for this. You survived it. Like, these are the mythological challenges of our lives. And that's amazing.
And somebody seeing that
listening deeply and really hearing that, and like putting it into this like beautiful context. And as well, like, can they lead you, can they give you a little piece where you're like, I didn't think of that, like, I didn't make that connection, kudos to a good mirror.
That's totally right.
Wow. Do you work with people equally in person and through Zoom? So no matter where someone is, you can work with them.
No matter where they are.
That's amazing.
How long have you been doing this?
2022 is when I really dove in, but I had started seeing clients, I think around 2020.
Yeah. Are you like a certified counselor? Like, did you go get school? Like, you've just done trainings, like.
No, I don't want that path of being like a therapist.
Right.
I've had many trainings, but I don't want my mind to be shaped in that particular way.
I'm feeling that too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
just
good.
so I can unlearn. Like, I understand people like, I need to get accredited and I need to make sure
I
that people
absolutely get
trust
it,
me
yeah.
and, you know, that I'm not just some wacko just, you know,
Sure.
selling water next to the river. Like,
We're all just wackos
I
selling
know.
water next to the
I
river.
know.
Yeah, that's.
Capitalism.
Let's
know.
celebrate that. Let's celebrate that healers are essentially
Are just that,
selling
yeah.
water by the river. Like, we want you to be able to learn how to drink. You know, like that's.
You can lead the horse to
yeah,
the
yeah.
trough, and you can't teach him how to drink. Well, no, you probably should. You can. Anyways,
If there's some training or certification that really
Yeah.
draws me, like, oof, yeah, that's it.
yeah,
I will absolutely go to one. But
Yeah.
until then, like, if anything, yeah, it's the unlearning, the deconditioning. Like, I want my intuition to be much wider
yeah,
and able to speak to way more than what, like, therapists are allowed to talk about.
which is just
know.
yeah, no, it's
I love the background knowledge and I love learning
Mhm.
about that, but I don't want to be
yeah,
honed in that way.
yeah. Well, I trust what knowledge that you'll need, you'll find.
mhm.
It'll arise, and you'll dive into it as it
Yeah.
feels pleasurable, as it feels blissful and fun and exciting. That's what I don't like about this like forced curriculum of like, I don't actually, this doesn't resonate. Learning this specific thing doesn't resonate, and like I don't like the idea of like wasting time or being forced to learn anything. It's like, yeah, I feel like I'm super eclectic, and what arises in my field as something to learn, I'm like lucky that I can just kind of just like jump over and do it. Modality hop,
Mhm.
you know, super fun, and getting pigeonholed is not super fun. You know, it's like, oh, I'm a, whatever, sex therapist or this therapist specialty. It's not, yeah.
It's just not me.
It's just not you. It's not me. That's for
I
sure.
value it so deeply.
It's cool. I'm glad
I've
there
been
are
with-
experts out there
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh, yeah. I've been with my counselor, like, who's a therapist, like, for many years now, and his support is essential in my
Yeah.
world. Like, I love it so much. Like, I love having that. Couples counselors, marriage and oh my gosh, thank
Yeah.
God you're all here.
And they're probably looking at you like, thank God there's intuitive, connected being counselors out
There's
there
a place
too.
for everyone.
There's
I
enough
truly believe
for
that. There's a
everybody.
time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's people who resonate more with that, with what you're offering, or they resonate more with like the formal conventional stuff. And then there's people who need it all. Like, not that they need it
Totally.
all, but
I
like,
want it all.
I want it all. Like,
I want
I'm
it
like,
all,
I
yeah.
got a life coach, I got a therapist, I got an
Yes.
intuitive guide, I got a men's group, I got I got all kinds of stuff, because I'm well resourced in my support system,
Mm-hmm.
where I can hear diverse perspectives.
Absolutely.
That's only going
I
to make
love
me
it.
so much better.
Totally. And I mean, there is something to say, just like one sentence about access, which is insurance covers a lot of therapy, quote unquote, like therapy, and it doesn't cover
so
intuitive
true.
counselors necessarily. So there's
No.
that, like, access is real. So
Yeah.
like, whatever resources are available to you,
Yeah.
utilize them. Like, and
Yeah.
like, I imagine you might have a sliding scale, or I don't know
Yeah.
how you work, but
Yeah,
like,
I do.
I definitely work with people to make it accessible, because I would rather be doing the work than not doing the work.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of other healers that feel that way. I always just say to people,
That's exactly
ask.
right.
You can't, nothing,
Mm-hmm.
all you can ask. You
Yeah.
can always ask anybody. Don't assume that, you can't afford it, or don't assume that you don't have something to offer. You just ask.
Well, what I would also encourage people, and this is the last I want to say about it, right now, is take your healing seriously. Take your take your life a little more seriously. I think of, like, if we look at our spending habits, and I mean, I should always talk about myself, but like looking at my spending habits and seeing like money going towards like eating out a bunch, or buying a bunch of random stuff on Amazon or whatnot, it's like wanting, I made the conscious decision years ago to reallocate that money and have it go towards my healing. And that was, I mean, it's a sacrifice, but I think it's worth making. Music festivals, holy cow, like thousands of dollars on that, and those are important, don't get me wrong, those are super important, but I would just encourage people to like feel into that a little bit more, that the healing aspect of this human experience is I think really important. I don't know, I don't like giving advice or encouragement, but that's just like, I don't know, that felt right to say. Someone maybe needed to hear that, I guess.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, also, you don't have to take your healing seriously.
You don't have to take anything.
There's actually
we need to take things more seriously and also less seriously.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Winner.
That's right.
We've got a winner.
There's just no wrong way to do it, as far as I'm aware. No.
And I'm convinced that underpinning everything, when all meaning has collapsed in on itself, the cosmic giggle is there.
The cosmic
laughing
giggle is always
and
there.
asking, are you in on it? Are you in on the joke or not? Do you want to be I want to be in on the joke. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, this has been an absolute pleasure.
It's been
Two of
one
my
the best.
favorite people here
Wow.
with me on the Bon Bon's Note podcast, all co-hosting. Getting to know Carly better, getting to know Ohl better, getting to know
Amazing.
myself,
Wow.
Bon Bon better.
And hopefully you got to learn about yourself a little better.
That is the hope. Everyone listening got to learn a little bit more.
What have you learned about yourself today?
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
And
Send
there'll
it
be
through the telepathic system.
send through the
To Bon Bon's Note.
through the telepath app coming soon. And there might be a random poll associated with this podcast. We'll see.
Yeah.
See if we can come up with a
poll?
poll. Yeah.
Poll.
I didn't see the poll.
A
on the
push and a
last
Like a
pull.
stripper pole?
Like a push and a pull.
Push and a poll. Pulley system.
By the time you're listening to this, we'll be almost out of Mercury retrograde. It goes direct on the 11th.
Thank God.
Thank goodness. This has been one of the hardest ones in a while. Oh my goodness.
It's been up to some trickster stuff.
Mercury and
It's been being
Gatorade.
tricky.
Yeah, it's been very trickstery.
Yeah.
Anybody spill anything lately?
Every single day.
Drop anything?
Oh
I
my
drop
gosh.
something every
Drop
day.
some balls?
Drop some balls.
I have a
Spill entire glasses.
silly example of just like Mercury retrograde happening, where it's like, I needed to just do a simple process of transferring money from my savings account to my checking account, and somehow I ended up doing the opposite, taking checking account money into my savings account, and I was like, which was like kind of a dire situation. I was like, oh gosh. Wait.
No.
And then it just like got really tricky, and I'm super confused. I don't know what happened actually, because then I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna just like reverse that, and then I did, and now it's like I can't tell if what actually happened or not. It's really cryptic.
Last night, I hung my tent out to dry,
Mm-hmm.
and I even asked my housemate, like, has it been dewy lately? Is it going to be moist overnight? I just
Yeah.
need to get this done. And she's like, no, it's been totally dry. And then it rained this morning.
What?
For the first time in how many months?
Yeah.
It rained. Oh my gosh. There's mine.
I mean, your
Yeah.
roommate didn't lie to you.
No,
right?
no,
So that's
it's all,
good.
we're all operating on the very best information.
Yeah.
It'll dry out fast.
It'll dry out. You just keep it out.
Yeah.
Just keep it
it's
out.
already sending out again.
It might rain again. I don't
Thank goodness it
know.
rained. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know.
Thank you. Yeah,
Such a
thank you,
delight
rain.
to get rain
Thank you,
in
rain.
August.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, as we
Wow.
bring this train to its station, I'd like to have one of our co-captains here, Carly, to bring us down with a special message.
Mm.
No pressure.
You just ask the guides.
Okay, let's try this.
Put on the spot.
I borrowed this from another podcast.
Oh,
that
wow.
They do this at the end, and I want to ask Carly, what's your favorite color?
No,
Teal.
What's your favorite
that
animal?
makes sense.
A rabbit.
What's your favorite number?
3.
Wow, fast answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that decisiveness.
3. That's a great
Teal,
number.
rabbit, 3.
And ladies and gentlemen, what is your favorite podcast?
Bonds.
No.
Crook.
Crook?
No, what?
No.
Whoa. Oh, man. Sorry,
Mercury in it again.
What?
Okay, let's
Who
try.
said what now?
What's your favorite
All right,
podcast,
let's try
everyone?
this again.
Bonds. No. Diddly.
Love you.
Hey, we love you guys so much.
I love you guys too.
Carly, we're so glad to have you
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Thank
love
you.
Will you come on more?
Carly. We need this.
Anytime.
We're gonna have, we're gonna have more of this.
We set up the
soon.
round table.
Yeah, the
This
round
This is
table.
great with the round table.
This precipitates very deep conversations.
And now you're listening to the podcast that never ends.
Let me tell you a story really quick.
For
I've got a
those
story.
listening,
You got a story?
What do you got?
a story.
Oh.
I don't have a story.
I've got a story. It starts with